What's up, guys? So next on our setup list of things to do would be caster in the rear end. And why would we need caster? Well, it's kind of easy. Once again, I still have the setup blocks or setup from Huddy or even Yacht Racing setup on the rear. And if you can imagine, to measure caster, I would look at this top pivot point, right? And I would look at the axle. And if this guy's pushed back, it's casted that way, or forward casted that way. Right. So, because we have the rake built into the chassis, the caster then automatically falls back a little bit, right? So when it falls back like this, the suspension travel up and down is not up and down anymore, right? The suspension is now traveling backwards, just a little bit, just a hair, but that little bit of hair means you've removed the free suspension travel, right? And you're removing grip by making it traveling that way. Okay, so what I would do is I would build a 2mm spacer in the back, which now in turn raises the suspension arm more flat, right? Which means it now travels up and down properly. Right, so that's how I adjust caster in the rear end. By putting a 2mm spacer in here, right, gives it a more flat up and down, gives it more time to grip up and down, and the suspension and the arm travels in the proper geometry, if you want to call it that way. So on a sprint, it's kind of hard to do, but all you have to do, the bottom two screws that's located over here, right, these screws that you see here, you put a spacer in there that's 2mm wider than the spacer that was there, right? And there you go, you have anti-squat, if you want to call it that, right? And that's as simple as that. That's caster in the rear end of a CS chassis.